Hello, hello, and welcome back to Fair Fight, North Carolina. And, we typically focus on issues that affect the great state of North Carolina. But today, we're going to talk about something that not only affects North Carolina, but basically anybody that has even worked in federal government or put on a uniform for the country. And that is the recent memo that came out from the Secretary of Defense, no, I'm sorry, the Secretary of the Air Force regarding transgender service members. If you've not seen it, basically, they are going to kick out transgender members that have 15 to 18 years of service, and they're going to do so without any retirement benefits. Now, I cannot tell you the level of betrayal that I personally feel it is, but I think Scott's going to basically summarize it a lot better than me because, to be honest, I'm too angry to really talk straight.
No, I appreciate it, Bobby. Yeah, this is something like you said that affects service members and just the character of the nation nationally. But with North Carolina being one of the highest veteran populations and with bases all over the country, there's transgender service members that serve at Camp Lejeune and Fort Bragg and Pope Air Force Base and Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. They're people that like anyone else, quiet professionals that go about, want to serve their country, do their job, and are just getting completely screwed over by their country. And this just shows, if you don't study your history, you're doomed to repeat it. As you know, you're a military history buff, and it really just takes back to the African Americans after World War II that served their country and then got screwed over when they were supposed to get the GI Bill, and everyone else went and got their housing and education benefits, and they got screwed over. So now take us to 2025, and we're redoing it again with a different marginalized population. I've spoken out about this for a couple years now in different forms. It's something that I knew. I think one transgender service member when I was in that I knew of. It's not a wide population. It's estimated about 15,000 soldiers within the military that are transgender. So some people may ask, like, why does this matter? Why is this a big deal? But it's something I think, like I said, reflects the character of the nation. If we're going to take people that rose their right hand, especially during a time of war, that said, I
Hmm.
will go die for this country, and now a man that dodged the draft 5 times, never
Hmm.
served his country in uniform, is saying, just because you make me uncomfortable, or I'm a bigot, or I'm feeding red meat to my base, you're
Hmm.
serving for 15 to 18 years. I mean, I only served on active duty for 5 years. These people are,
Hmm.
and you served a full 20 years. That takes a
Hmm.
complete toll on your body, your mental health, your family life. And these people have given everything for their country to not. I mean, this is way worse than the first Trump administration, too. That time it was terrible that they were not going to let any transgender service members in, but they were going to
Hmm.
allow people that were in to continue serving that were already in. Now, not only are they not taking any new service members, they're kicking the ones out, and then the cherry on top is they're not going to give them their hard-earned benefits. It's just, I can't even fathom or comprehend the level of betrayal that these people must be feeling, and all veterans need to speak out against it because it's just plain wrong.
Yeah, so you hit some points that I think people don't really think about or are processing. The time of 15 to 18 years, that is significant because the service members that joined up at that time it was smack dab in the middle of the global war on terrorism. They knew exactly what they were getting into and still said, I will do it. When the overwhelming majority, as in 98% of the country, said, nope, not for me. That's the first thing. So they stood up when literally 98 out of 100 people said no. Number two, you talk about what happened to African American service members after World War II. So that was called pink slipping. And the other group that was looped in with African Americans not able to get their GI Bill and benefits were those that were gay service members. Those were the two major groups that straight got jilted by the American government post World War II. And make no mistake, the GI Bill and all the benefits that World War II generation got led to the creation of the American middle class. So this is no small thing. This is significant. And if you say that you support the troops and blah, 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 and all that other bumper sticker crap, then you need to say something. Say something to your congress member and ask, why do they think this is, number one, legal, but more importantly, why is it, morally ethical for this to happen? If this was any other demographic in America, they would be storming the Capitol about this, and they would have every right to, in my opinion. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Nope, veterans get loud. Anyone, we need to speak up and stand up for our brothers and sisters in arms. So 100% Bobby.
Well, we'll keep you informed on more changes that affect not just North Carolina, but our country. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.